That was a really cool class. We did layers of analysis, and we used our own bodies for studying. And so what we did was, I'll show you. We This is me. We looked at analyzing the frame of the figure and then breaking it down into the envelope, which is where you see the tape. And that is a really nice way to see the relativity of the edge and the size and the shape and the angles. Following it up then with angle drawing, and then into contour. So this was the one we did of me, and then we did some other ones of some of the other students, and it came out really cool, and they had great feedback. And I think that it was my second time doing something like this, so I kind of just trip upon these things, and things kind of get like a little theatrical where I have to act stuff out and wrap tape around things and twine, and I end up having a lot of visual aids. And I think that this brought home one of those principles that I've been trying to get through to the students for a long time, which is the over contour problem, where the curves just don't happen in the right place, or they're over curved, and to get some structure under that. So like angle drawing, and I think angle drawing is brilliant. And before angle drawing, negative shapes. So whereas I used to teach starting with contour line, I find that that's really the struggling point for most students, is contouring without a structure underneath, and it ends up just being like this noodle. So building the structure is really important, and the more I teach the figure, the more I'm interested in structure. And one of the things that I do often with these students is masterwork copies. So even in a figure drawing class, I think there are a lot of other things we can do that don't involve the model, and these are the masterwork studies. And so you can see we took some master copies and we analyzed, because I really believe that all drawing is being just analysis, analyzing shape and space and form. And I think that rather than scheduling the model every week, we need to do some things on paper and with our own selves in real space. And I found it interesting that Shauna, one of the students, kind of picked up on what I said about the idea of being the one modeling, or being the one being traced or analyzed, and how you can kind of feel your body in space in a new way, and how it sort of keys you in on how to make these drawings. So I think tonight went really well. And again, I do like a lot of experimental stuff. So if I'm drawing the figure and I notice some interesting relationships between angles or shapes or whatever, the first thing I do is I study that and see who else uses that as a tool to teach, and who else really explores it. And sometimes I don't find much, and it's just something that I want to show students to help them with their drawings. But I find that this has been a combination of just teaching for a very long time and seeing where students get stuck and finding the best solution for it. And it does so much to help me with my drawings that, on Sunday nights we come in here and we draw, and students get to come in and draw free on Sunday nights when we have the open studio sessions with the model. And those nights are great for me because I get to practice the things that I've been teaching, and I find that without the classes I'm teaching, I'd be much, much further behind. So good night, another good night, and thank you for watching.